everybody, it's KelseeBrianaJai here with an overview and tutorial using the new eyeshadow palette from Sydney Grace. If you all have never heard of the brand, stop what you're doing and go look them up right now. They sell a plethora of different makeup items, but they are most famously known for their eyeshadows. So I was introduced to this brand by Mel. She was raving and raving and raving about them, so I'm like, okay, let me make my list out of things I want to buy. But they surprised me and sent me this palette, and I was so excited to get it in the mail, and I'm so excited to do this look for you guys. But here's the packaging of the palette. This palette is called the Autumn's Rain palette. Here's the actual palette. It's made of cardboard. It's pretty large in size. It comes with a nice sturdy mirror. Here's the inside of this palette. So this palette retails for $52. There are 15 different shades of eyeshadow in this palette. This palette has a mix of shimmers and matte eyeshadows. It's almost even, but there are 8 matte eyeshadows and there are 7 shimmers. So I think that there's a good mix in here for those of you all who love a shimmer and those of you all who love a matte. I feel that this palette was beautifully curated. It has everything you need to do a complete eye look, and you can do several different type looks with this palette because the shadows vary enough to where you can do different looks and it's not going to look like just one continuous look over and over. Here are the shadows up close. But I want to show you all swatches of the eyeshadows individually. That way you can get a good idea of what the palette looks like cohesively. This palette is beautiful to look at. So now let's go ahead and jump into the eye look, and I'll show you all step by step on how I created this look. Let me know if you end up recreating this look down below, and I will have the links to Sydney Grace's website as well as Instagram handle down below, so you make sure you check them out. Enjoy! I'm first going to take my Wayne Guy 06 brush in the color Queen of the North. And I'm going to take this and set my base in the crease and above. I am not going to set the base on my eyelid. Same brush, and I'm going to take Nature's Crown. And I am going to, ooh, that is pigmented. I am going to apply this directly in my crease as my transition color. So back and forth to deposit this color, and then slightly begin to make circular motions to buff this color out. Same brush, I'm going to dip into the color Supreme Harvest. Moving down ever so slightly. Oh wow, this is so pigmented, guys. You just need a very little bit. I am going to apply this directly in the crease with the lightest hand possible, but even still then, even with the soft brush and a light hand, this is still really pigmented. So just be very careful with it because you can easily load your eye up with the pigmentation. And I'm putting this in my crease, so I want it to be diffused just a little bit, so I'm going to spend some time going back and forth over this color just to soften it. But you definitely don't need to dip into your brush too many times because these eyeshadows are pigmented. So just back and forth. And I'm not going to take it too far upwards into my crease because I do want to keep that other color slightly prominent. Now I'm going to take a Wayne Guy number 19 more tapered slenderized blending brush, and I'm going to go in with the color Majestic Breeze. So ever so slightly I'm going to apply this on the very outer corner, and I'm concentrating the bulk of the color on the lid, and then whatever's left over I will slightly begin to bring that up towards the crease, but apply the bulk of the color here and then begin to lightly bring it over on the lid. This is an outer corner color, so I don't want it too far on the lid. Be careful with this color because it is very pigmented like all the others. And then I'm going to take the tip of the brush with no additional products and begin to work this product up to the crease. Not too much because you don't want to muddy up the look. You just want to diffuse those lines to where it's not a line of demarcation and everything is nicely blended. So now I'm going to move on to the eyelid. So with my MAC 242 flat shader brush, I'm going to dip into the color Wondrous Night. And I am going to pop this on my inner corner. Wow. That's so silky smooth and oh my gosh, beautiful. This color is calling my name. So same brush, and I'm going to take the color Fallen Splendor. I am going to press that right next to our inner tear duct color, and then gradually build this up to the crease. Press it next to the inner tear duct color so that everything merges together seamlessly. and then bring it up to the crease but not in the crease. And same brush, and I'm going to take the color Moonlit Kingdom. And I'm going to pop that in the center where I have this little bitty space left open and blend it next to the outer corner color as well as this color that I just laid down. And then I am just going to work on blending these colors together. And again, I'm not taking it too far above the crease, but just right where that crease ends. That way it's a nice blend. And I'm just going to tap over the line where I have these two eyeshadows. I'm going to go back with a little bit more of that green eyeshadow just to further blend these colors together. Okay, so that's about what it should look like. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye, clean up and add liner and lashes, and I'll be right back and we can finish off the eye look together. I have a Royal and Langnickel brush in BOM 50. It's a small detailer brush. And I'm going to go back with the color Wondrous Night. And I'm going to take that on the lower inner corner. And in the middle, I'm going to take the color Amber Jewels. I'm taking that on the middle of the lower lash line. I'm leaving a little bit of this open. Same brush, and I'm going to take the color Brilliant Realm. Let's go ahead and pop that right on the very outer corner and connect it to the top. So here's the final eye look. So I hope that you all enjoyed this video of me using the Sydney Grace Autumn's Rain eyeshadow palette. I think this palette is absolutely beautiful. Every eyeshadow that I used was beautifully formulated, very pigmented, very smooth and easy to blend and apply. Full pigmentation without having to dip and dip and dip into eyeshadows. Every eyeshadow was just so finely milled and smooth, and every color showed up true to color. And every color is just vivid. I think these colors go together so well. The tones in this palette are so complementary to one another. I love it. I feel like you can do so many different looks with this palette. I just think it's an overall really nice palette to have, especially traveling. You really don't have to take another palette with you because it has everything that you need. It has your transition colors. It has colors to intensify. It has those pops of colors. This will be a really pretty palette to use during the holiday season. I'm very impressed with the quality of these eyeshadows. I cannot wait to try more eyeshadows from Sydney Grace. This is my first time trying the eyeshadow formula, but it is definitely not my last. So thank you again to Sydney Grace for sending this palette out to me. I cannot wait to do more looks with this palette because it is straight fire. Let me know what you all think about it down in the comment section. Have you all ever heard of Sydney Grace before? If not, make sure you go check out their Instagram as well as their website. But if you have not already, make sure you like, make sure you comment, and make sure you subscribe. And I will see you all in my very next video, which will be super, super soon. Smooches. Bye.